Telltale Game! That's a great intro, Telltale Games. Okay, we're finally back for episode 2. It's been a while, hasn't it?
It has, and I'm here too.
Yeah, luckily he didn't die during the toilet. So, lots happened since last time. I got my appendix taken out.
Yes, and I moved. So, big life moments.
Yep, here we are. Episode 2, The Last Resort. And no, not the song, sadly.
Yes, no, not the song. I goofed. I thought for a minute that was Linkin Park, but it's actually Papa Roach.
Well, at least it didn't cut your life into pieces.
Yeah, I like that song. I think it's... I don't think I know another... Oh, wait, yes, I do. I know one other Papa Roach song, but that's it.
To Be Loved? Oh, Blackpool. Look, that's that holiday.
Oh, yeah, they mentioned this at the end of the previous episode. Yeah.
Oh, near the end. Yeah, they mentioned taking a holiday there. That's British talk for vacation. Oh, no.
It's funny because that I was able to read it so easily, but the lightning bolt doesn't actually look that much like an L.
Call the Coast Guard!
He said, "Help, Gromit, do something. Call a Coast Guard." I forgot to turn subtitles.
I heard it. Yeah.
I forgot to turn subtitles on. Shoot.
Talk about raining cats and dogs. Our plumbing's in a right pickle. Fetch me my spanner, lad, while I stick me finger in the dike.
Oh, okay. Well, good thing you're not in a wrong pickle. That would be even worse. Right?
Okay, got that out of the way. Look at that, don't even jump. You know, it's really weird, because Gromit really doesn't... What's this do?
Don't do that, lad. We'll lose the lights.
Eh.
Oh, that's a big-ass light switch.
But yeah, go big or go home. Oh, stupid keyboard. There we go. Now that's what you call a wrench.
Just the job. Bring it here now, will you, lad?
Okay, I guess technically this one will have kind of four chapters if you count this first bit, this one.
Okay.
Hey, we still got that shovel thing from the last episode.
Well done. Our troubles are over. Whoops.
That was
Oh
smoke.
boy, those British electrical outlets. They look so big and nasty.
Crikey.
And there's another one.
Let's trip the circuit breaker, lad.
Yeah, but they make...
Stay clear of the water. It's electric.
Yeah, they're like circular, but they make this big click when you plug them in, which seems like it would be so satisfying.
He's a crikey as well, which is weird. Like, that sounds... And I didn't really comment on it last time, but they live on Wallaby Street, wasn't it?
West Wallaby Street.
Look out, lad.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Coming in. Let's find another way to the
I
circuit breaker.
I'm wondering if I've missed something, like, you know, does Wallace have some Australian...
Have you gone, cracker?
some Australian in him?
Get yourself electrocuted.
Oh, that's cute. using the shovel as a paddle.
Other way to reach the circuit breaker.
Be strong, please.
You can't reach that circuit breaker. We'll be fried.
Alright. This is starting off rather dramatically.
Yeah, this is quite a bit different.
Careful, lad. That's extremely volatile compressed rocket gas. Ex-NASA.
Yep, just throw it behind your back and it vanishes into thin air. Just like Timon and Pumbaa.
I wonder where Wallace keeps getting all this NASA tech. Does NASA just have like a big garage sale at the end of the month where all the unused tech gets sold off?
Well, he converts a lot of his household appliances
Careful,
into
old
it.
chum.
Oh boy.
Is there something else we need to pick up?
honestly, I don't even remember this opening bit. Oh, look at that.
Steer clear, lad, or you'll get cooked.
That's Wallace's concerned voice, by the way. Come on. Line it up.
There's no way out, lad.
So what do you think you should do?
Well, are you trying to use the fuel canister on that electrical outlet?
I'm trying to, but I can't line it up. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, that seems weird.
You'll blow yourself to smithereens. Blinking Laura.
Blinking
Well
Laura.
done, Gromit. All be fixed in a jiffy. Just a moment. Turn to the right. And now it's safe to hit the light. That's better. Oh, there you
That's
are.
a lot of confidence.
Now we'd best clean up. Crack on, lad. There's a lot to do. Sorry about the unseasonal weather. I'm afraid it means we'll have to put off our little trip to the seaside. Unless we bring
Oh,
the
boy.
seaside to us.
That Sparks was just the perfect for the head right there.
Yeah, I got the impression that was the intention.
Chapter 1.
Okay.
Look here, we've already got a cellar full of water. Just a few more items. There we are.
Not too sure.
And we can enjoy the seaside from the comfort of our own home. Ho, ho, ho. Won't that be
Never mind
something,
the
lad?
water damage.
We'll stay home for the holidays and have our own beach to boot.
Or the fact that that water probably isn't clean.
Now, I'll be back in a trice with all the necessaries. Sun, sand, and beach umbrella coming up.
Sand, umbrella, what was the third thing?
Sun.
Oh,
Hang on a sec.
okay.
This feels off. Now it's right. Oh well. So, we're actually
Alright.
trying to do something for Gromit for a change. He should be happy.
He doesn't seem happy.
I'm sure Miss Flit won't mind if I take just one.
I think she wouldn't mind, actually. Have you met Miss Flynn?
Well, yeah, in the last episode, yeah.
She's got a
Okay.
she's got a hot date this episode. We'll meet him later.
Okay.
If I could
Is the mouse acting up again?
Actually, no, it isn't, thankfully. But you gotta be in the right angle. There he is! That's you if you were very Scottish and very fat.
Duncan, what are you doing here?
Picking you up,
Ah,
lassie.
his name is
For a
Duncan.
date.
Surely you're not still thinking of the beach. It's freezing cold and might rain any moment.
Ach, a little wet never dampened the spirits of McBiscuit. Grab your wellies and we'll be off.
Duncan, I really don't think so. You must admit, it's
Duncan McBiscuit.
It's perfect.
Oh yeah, the McBiscuit's a little
Oh, hello there.
weird, but
Wallace.
yeah.
Come and meet Duncan.
That's
McBiscuit.
interesting. Duncan is,
He's an old.
Man-at-Arms' his real name.
And of course, you know my two precious darlings, Poogie Woo and Tinky Wee. Say hello to Mr. Wallace, angels.
Oh, he has dogs.
Yes. Look, Gromit, it's your friends from next door. Cute little fellows.
Oh, yes. They're show dogs, you know. Prize
Oh,
winners.
boy.
They're my pride and joy.
Ferocious.
Well, I won't keep you.
No. Duncan was just leaving.
Leaving with you, lassie, for a day on the beach.
But what if there's a cloudburst? I don't consider thunder and lightning very pleasant beach companions.
But there's no thunder.
That's actually
or
pretty
any
sensible.
lightning. Can you hear any thundering? Any cracking or booming? Well, can
I get the
you?
feeling that's a
Maybe I
hint.
can. Just hush your tongue a moment, will you?
It is.
Ah, okay, so we gotta make a thunderous noise.
You can't hear no thunder, can you? Not even a wee tinkle.
I suppose not.
A tinkle.
Hey, that's a handsome
Okay.
beach brolly.
Perhaps you'd like to borrow it. You're most welcome. We won't be needing it as
Oh, yeah,
we're not
Raleigh.
going anywhere.
Haven't heard that one.
Oh, yes, we are, lassie.
I'm thinking of Dragon Ball Z all
no,
of a sudden.
we aren't, Duncan. You can borrow the brolly once Duncan and I have finished our little discussion.
Oh, come on, fellas.
We're gonna need cheese to solve this one.
Of course. Of course. It wouldn't be a Wallace and Gromit game otherwise.
Actually, Broly is gonna be the main villain of the new movie.
We must act
Oh, you're
now
talking
before
about
the flood.
Dragon Ball Z.
Gather
Okay.
the townsfolk. We'll stack the sandbags to the north.
I was still thinking Wallace and Gromit. That's a funny plot twist.
Oh, no,
I
no,
wish.
you can't dump these sandbags in.
All these familiar
Wait
faces.
a moment, Major, please.
Stop dithering, you dunderhead. The town's being swept under.
It's now being swept under, Major, and you're beginning to be a public nuisance.
I guess we found sand.
That's quite a light, Mr. Panea.
It's a searchlight.
I say, no shortage of candle power there.
Oh, that's our sunlight.
Don't you think? Wonderful for bringing in the big spenders.
Oh,
When the weather's fair, that is.
it's pretty
I
funny.
wonder, Mr. Panea, where might a person acquire such a light?
I'd be happy to lend you this one, but if the weather warms up tonight, I'll need it to advertise my super soaraway sizzling summer sale.
Oh,
Super Soda Sizzling Summer Sale. Try saying that
Oh, yeah.
3 times fast.
my heck. It's a stack of Stilton.
Dilton. Is that the
Oh,
Hmm.
is that the earth-shaking roar of thunder?
Well, actually,
It doesn't matter when it comes to the complex question of climate. A person should never really rely on his own senses. Only the experts really understand the weather.
oh,
Stilton's a type of cheese.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking, are those red
Have a pleasant
lumps
day.
there? Like, does it come in like that red package?
Yeah. Although
Yeah,
one of the cracking contraption shorts,
water
sheep just ate
shortage
that.
this summer, that's for certain.
Oh yeah.
I think it's edible, but you shouldn't eat it.
Hello,
Also.
love.
Afternoon, Mrs. Gabberly.
Hello,
You
Wallace.
mean raw?
Lovely weather, isn't it?
Well,
I'm joking, Pat. I know it's rotten. Had to cancel me holiday.
that's a shame.
Certainly has been stuck with old misery guts here.
I heard that!
He don't miss a word I say, except when I ask him to do summit.
Ah, sitting behind a till all day ain't exactly hard labour.
What would you know about hard labour?
I could run this place a sight better than you, if I had a mind to.
If you had a mind. What will it be, love?
Ain't that
Okay,
something?
what do we get to do for her this time?
Looking for something to read? Take your pick. I'll put it on your sleigh.
Oh, we need this.
Oh yeah.
More rotten weather on the way tonight, they say. All set.
Hey, make sure he don't nick any sweets.
Mind your own business! That old misery guts thinks he could run this shop. He couldn't run a bath.
Hey. All right.
Ta-ra, Chuck.
I gotta.
Well, we need to prove to him that the weather's not gonna get better, and he won't trust.
Stormy weather ahead, I'm afraid.
Oh? Oh no. After all that, my sizzling summer sail is ruined. I go on holiday, but the weather's a washout. Will the sun never shine on yours truly?
Now I just-
He seems so sad about it too.
yeah, just feel bad for him now.
I say, I
Yeah.
wonder where a person might acquire such a light.
You're welcome to borrow this one, Mr. Wallace. There won't be any sizzling summer sail tonight. Not in this.
Okay, that was easy.
That's very kind of you.
Always happy
First-
to help.
First chapter's always a giveaway, pretty
This
much.
light'll make us smash
Oh, yeah.
some.
Good thing the size of your inventory items don't matter for inventory.
Oh yeah. I'm wondering what we're.
We need an
So that makes them.
We need a
Well,
delivery sheet.
Is that thunder I hear? Didn't think so. After all, you can't tell what the weather's doing just by looking and listening.
Never mind that. I need that.
Weather, eh, Wallace?
It is rather gloomy.
Like my business. Not a single customer all day. My sizzling summer sale has lost its sizzle.
Are we gonna have to find a way, like, to record Wallace's stomach rumbling?
Stilton. And that reminds me. I just sent the truck out with your delivery. When you return home, you'll find it waiting patiently on your doorstep.
Oh, okay.
Just
That's
like
it.
a promise.
That was easy.
No, Mr. Wallace, there's nothing like coming home to a faithful, loyal
Jeeves, I quite agree.
Oh, by the way, I wanted to tell something relating to cheese. I actually tried gorgonzola for the first time last weekend.
Oh yeah? How was it?
Well, it was actually like cooked into a pasta meal, and it tasted good, which surprised me because it turns out it's kind of like blue cheese, and I'm not really a fan of blue cheese, but yeah, it tasted good.
Hey, let's read this.
Our constable likes to keep a tight lid on irregular activity.
Anyway, well, next we gotta go back, but let's talk to her again for the
It's good
lulz.
to see you, Wallace. But where's that clever dog of yours?
Yorn.
Just doing his chores around the house.
Yeah, the spelling.
He is.
I'm trying to remember what was the weird spelling that was bothering me last time. It was something like summit,
Yep.
summit or surret.
She said summit, just in this episode,
Already
actually.
got plenty of those, don't I, love? Changed your mind, did you? Go ahead and swap, love.
We don't need to swap, but I'm just gonna do this for a little extra dialogue.
Knitting natter. Ripping rugby.
I know who that's for. Found what you wanted, I trust.
I'm gonna give her a flower, because I care.
Felicity's garden has some fragrant blooms.
Aye, she does give off a scent, that one.
By the way, Miss
that
Flynn's...
sounds kind of rude.
Yeah, by the way, Miss Flynn's first name is Felicity.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. Yeah. Okay.
Special order.
Oh, okay. This opening chapter really is a doddle.
Oh, a special order for 62 West Wallaby Street. Stilton. One of my favorites.
I was wondering, is Stilton where they lived, and then I remember, oh, that's the cheese.
Of course you might. As soon as I convince Duncan that it simply isn't beach weather.
Mind your own beeswax, you big boffin bunce.
Duncan, don't be so rude.
I'll be sweet as honey when I'm buzzing round the beach with my best lassie.
I won't be buzzing anywhere in this bitter weather.
Have you ever heard about that thing about the Scottish tartan?
You wouldn't go
No,
to
I
the
haven't.
seaside today, would you, Wallace?
You know what
stay
tartan is?
inside
That's
with
what
a cozy cup of tea,
the fabric that the
inventing
kilt is
some
made of.
clever thing, wouldn't you?
It's certainly
I heard kilts are actually
cozier
really warm.
indoors.
Just so.
They probably are,
Duncan,
because you
it's
know
time
it's
you were
kind
on
of
your way.
like
On my way.
it's kind of felt like the material.
I refuse
But
to
it's
go
tartan,
out in a thunderstorm.
and you know the whole thing about that is supposed to be that every clan has their own like signature colors.
Thundering, can you?
Hang on a
But
Maybe I can hear thundering. Just button your bagpipes for a moment, will you?
okay.
And
Ah, yeah, it's mouth-watering.
By heck.
my
Say the H in
gracious.
heck.
That's thunder, all right. And it's nearly upon us.
Oh, well, sure, it may be thundering, but did you see lightning? There's no lightning to bother about, is there?
Oh, no, you don't. I'm not going to stay out here with you waiting to be struck by lightning. I'm going to seek shelter, and if you've any sense at all, Duncan McBiscuit, you'll do the same. Good day.
What?
Oh,
Wow, Dunk is a guy who doesn't take no for an answer.
Jimmy?
poor guy.
I just left the umbrella. Not the umbrella, the parasol there.
I'll just borrow this. Just the thing for our cellar-based indoor beach experience.
He's got a checklist. Look.
Yeah, I noticed that.
That was Gromit happy, by the way.
Yeah. Well, the thing about the Tartans, though, it's a crock of shit. It's not a real thing. I was just trying to get to that. It's like a big marketing ploy.
I picked up a copy
In Scotland.
of your favorite periodical. Not in the mood, eh? Let's stick with building our beach then.
Aw. Gromit's not happy, but I don't know. I'm not sure if he's gonna still be happy once we make a fake beach for him.
Oh, he was pretty excited about it.
Nice to see you, Wallace. I'm afraid my summer sail won't...
Sorry.
He was gonna make a comment about us getting out of the
See you later.
honey business, but that comes later. Okay, one more little puzzle.
Yes, soldier? Out with it. Well, if you'd like to unload these sandbags, I know just the spot.
Just as I told you, the people are pleading for sand, and we've got to give it to them.
I'd like to give it to you, you loony old goat. But if you've got a need for sandbags, Wallace, I hereby grant you permission.
Oh? You grant permission?
Indeed. Take all you want, Wallace.
Infernal cheek! I'm the commanding officer here, you jumped up Jobsworth, and I hereby revoke permission.
Can't you be cooperative
Oh, boy.
justice once, Major?
Cooperative? Don't know the meaning of the word. Sounds subversive to me.
All right, Major, how about this? Why don't we ask Wallace here who's in command?
This young Pongo? Very well. Why not? Tell us, soldier, who holds rank here? Remember your training.
What do you think we should click on?
Well, I'm thinking that it's going to be the major.
We could
Because
click
if we click the cop, he's probably just
We are
gonna,
waiting,
like,
soldier.
again, deny us the
Well,
chance to get the
major
sand.
is, a major.
Just so. Now, stand down, or I'll have you clapped in irons. You may have the sandbags, Wallace. I grant you permission.
I deny you permission to grant permission. Yes, I give the orders round here.
Now, who's being uncooperative?
I'm the authority here.
Oh, okay,
and
so it's
what
a
I say
catch-22. They
goes.
keep denying each other.
Ain't that right, Wallace? Back me up here.
that was not the right answer. Would you like to try again?
We'll try the cop then.
Well, the constable
Officer,
is,
no,
an
constable.
officer
What
of
was
the
his
law.
name?
Dibbins.
Like I told you,
Dibbins.
I call the shots in this district. The sandbags are yours, Wallace.
They are not.
But you're the one who wanted to dump 'em, Major.
That was before you waltzed in and tried to usurp my authority.
Because I'm constantly thinking of Officer
Kindly
Dibble
tell the
from
Major
Top
here
Cat.
who the officer in charge is, will ya?
That's right, soldier. Inform this non-combatant nincompoop where his duty lies.
Come on, Hanu, the answer's right in front of you. And the mouse just stuck on it.
Oh, okay.
Fine flavors that work well together.
We're talking about who's in charge, not flavors.
Just a moment. Are you saying that instead of bickering over who's in charge, we should be working together as a team, like steak and kidney?
Are you saying that in a crisis like this, we must act as one, like a well-trained...
Okay.
Actually,
It's one of these.
Exactly.
The answer
A
is
sign that
neither.
we can rise above our squabbles.
Very well, then. Here's what we'll do. We'll send these sandbags off with you.
Thank goodness. Well, I'll be off then. I can hear an hot meat pie calling me name, yes I can. Ernest Dibbins, it's saying. It's tea time. fetch the blinking ketchup, Ernest?
Now then, soldier.
Oh, his first name is Ernest, huh?
Yep.
What is this, the first name episode?
Form?
That's right. Got to play by the hook. Can't let the spies sabotage operations, can we?
Spy?
Which actually brings up an interesting question. What is Wallace's last
From
name?
abroad, they're everywhere. Don't look so rattled, man. Just bring me your requisition form, and you'll soon be neck-deep in splendid sandbags.
Oh, right then.
If there's any continuity, it'll start with a W. And this is why we needed that receipt.
Yeah, well, you told me as much.
Yep, there we go.
It's only for cheese, but
Give that here. Good heavens. Special orders? Deliver to 62 West Wallaby Street. You've done the service proud, soldier. Now stand clear. No
I'm curious to see where this is actually going.
I need it in West Wallaby Street.
We had such an exciting beginning, and now we're just kind of building a fake sunny beach in our basement.
Don't worry, this episode has some twists.
The only person whose first name we haven't revealed yet is Paneer. Oh yeah, and the newsstand lady.
Her name was Winnie, remember?
Oh yeah, we learned that.
Winifred Gavalier.
Okay.
Well, this is pretty obvious what to do. Let's care.
Gromit, a beach load of sand. Just need to drop it into the cellar.
You see, it's times like this is why you need a trapdoor to your cellar in your front lawn. And you thought that was a silly idea.
There we go.
Yeah.
Ho, all the sand we need.
Happy Gromit.
This would be the perfect time for that Star Wars joke, but I can't honestly remember how the line goes.
Now it's time for some elbow
Do you know the one?
grease, eh? To the cellar.
No.
I hate sand.
Ah.
It's rough and coarse and it gets
look.
everywhere, or something like that.
Oh, check this out, though.
Guest House Mutiny.
Gromit. Time to
Holy
relax on the
he-
beach, eh?
Wow, he
We
actually did a pretty good
deserve our
job.
holiday.
Wait, watch.
Just a minute. Such a lovely beach. It's a shame to keep it to ourselves when we could share
Bringing
it with
people to ruin
paying
it.
Customers.
Paying customers.
Just imagine
Oh,
West Wallaby Street Water World. A genuine beach house, complete with its own all-weather seaside in the cellar basement beach attraction. Oh, we'll be surrounded by happy holiday makers. It'll be grand, Gromit.
Honestly, what a waste of time.
This man's ruining my blinking holiday. I'm half a mind to take my
Don't
bucket and
get
spade and
sand in
go
your
home.
sandwich. I was only
oh,
teasing. Just
oh,
ask
yeah,
that great
they're ruining each other's holiday.
I ain't no pudding.
Shut up,
Stop
that's
to
the one.
disturbing
Yeah.
the peace. Bylaws state that all livestock must be kept
Because
under proper control
My
in
darlings
public
wouldn't disturb a
places.
fly, and they're not livestock. I want a refund.
I'm with her. Dogs are
want a
definitely not
refund at all.
livestock.
Refunds would indeed appear to be in order, Mr. Wallace. What do you say?
Well, here at West Wallaby Street Water World, customer satisfaction is our top priority. If you'll just be patient, I promise we'll have everything under control by supper time.
You've got till supper time, no later.
Not much of an holiday so far, I'm sorry to say.
Those mutts are a threat to public
Staying in me
safety.
shop and
Enough
dusting
of
me
that
tin
man.
fruit display.
Calling my dears livestock.
We can't afford to give refunds, Gromit. We've spent all our money doing the house up. This could be a financial disaster. What are we gonna do, lad? I never thought we'd have a house full of unhappy holiday makers.
Bunch of moaning noise, if you ask me. I'm having a grand old time.
Well, that's
I'm glad
one
someone's happy.
satisfied customer, anyway. There we are. This customer relationship management isn't so hard, is it, Gromit? There's hope for our little venture yet. You'd best get supper started. Make it a feast to remember. I'll see to our guests. We'll soon have a house full of happy campers, eh, lad?
I was hoping you'd react when he said paying customers, but you kind of talked over it.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I was wondering like if there was gonna be like a business angle for Wallace in this, and of course there is. He has a Punch and Judy machine. Come on. And they both have beards. Oh, it's the the lawn gnomes.
That sounded just like my little darling's chew toy.
That's pretty impressive. Did he did he just rig that up himself?
Well, yeah, that's what he does.
Oh,
Yeah.
you like this, Wallace? I've been longing for a new Luke, and I
Luke.
quite fancy this one. Very incognito, don't you think? My own babies wouldn't recognize me in this getup.
Hint.
I'm afraid fashion isn't really my forte, Miss Flit.
Nonsense. What man is immune to the allure of a well-dressed woman?
Anu, obviously. You there, buddy?
Just a yeah, I'm here. Just a complete side tangent. Did you ever actually see the movie Waterworld?
No.
It's pretty good. It's good. It's better than its reputation.
I saw the Nostalgia Critic review for it.
Oh boy.
Let's see.
Living vicariously through internet celebrities.
Let's see. Seaside Songbirds. Yeah, that's what we need.
Is that a jukebox?
Yep.
Oh, it makes noises. It's a
Well,
noise
yeah.
box.
What'd you think it did?
I didn't really know that was a thing, but I guess it is. It really did like rig this thing up really
I
well.
hope, Major.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Dashed comfortable billet you have here.
Oh, thank you. We strive to achieve complete customer satisfaction. That wasn't so hard.
Put that thing
Oh.
down and pay attention.
Oh,
I am about to reenact one of the greatest desert battles of history, the Siege of Aqaba. Not many know the tale. It was late 1914, or was it 1916? It was an even year of that, I'm sure. On the one side was a single British soldier, T.E. Lawrence, better known to you civvies as Sir Lawrence of Olivier. On the other, the invading army of the Ottoman Empire, thousands strong.
Movie
You
joke.
know the story. Lawrence single-handedly defended a desert fortress from a massive attack. He had only one rifle and no ammunition. He was all alone, just like this. Lawrence watched the enemy from a secret vantage point sheltered by enormous red boulders. Anyway, as the enemy massed, vultures began to circle overhead, crying out in their desperate thirst for blood. Just like this. Now, at this point, your average Joe would have thrown in the towel and anything else he had to hand. But what do you think our Lawrence did? He took tea. Anyway, Lawrence.
I get the feeling these are all items that we need to get for him.
When suddenly,
Yep.
oh, blast and bother. This isn't right. Not quite historically accurate, I'm afraid. I'll have to start again. Just a moment.
Yeah, we need that little toy he's got, and he's got to finish his story to get it.
ouch. I wouldn't want anyone to step on that toy by mistake.
It's not a toy, and you can't have it. The battle isn't over.
Let's talk to Paneer.
So we need 2 red boulders and some
Such
tea.
is just what West Wallaby Street Waterworld needed, Mr. Paneer. Everything satisfactory, I hope.
No, not satisfactory at all. A certain Scottish gentleman has been deconstructing my constructions. Perhaps the management could have a word with him.
I'm afraid Mr. McBiscuit is rather difficult to pin down.
You've got to do something. If I can't finish my sandcastle, I'll have to insist on a refund.
Your castle looks very handsome, Mr. Paneer. Such charming little bucket shapes. I do admire creative artists like yourself.
Oh, thank you, Miss Flit. At least someone appreciates art and craft. Look, it's almost done. What do you reckon?
Very nice.
That's the royal court where the king holds sumptuous banquets for all his royal chums. That's the enchanted tower where the beautiful princess sleeps, dreaming of a successful marriage to a financially secure prince. That's the horrible dungeon where the mean, bullying knight is kept locked in chains.
I get the feeling these are all items that we have to get for him.
Heroic young shopkeeper.
Actually, no.
Top quality
This is just bonus dialogue.
Impressive architecture.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes.
Alright.
I should look in on our other guests.
But I'm nearly done. Just one last touch. There. The perfect finishing touch. The mark of finest quality produce. Miss Flit's going to be impressed.
Oh, aye, she'll be ever so impressed, I'm sure.
Oh, no.
Whoops, my foot slipped, silly me.
My castle. Stomped on by a tartan heel. See what I have to put up with? A holiday's not a blinking holiday if I can't finish my sandcastle. Now I have to start all over.
I think you figured out what to do here.
Yeah. So that's why we need the finish the story of Lawrence of Olivier.
Hard at work, eh, Gromit? That's what I like to see. We'll soon have a house full of happy holiday makers, never fear. Oh, cracking idea, lad. Everyone loves a copper. You'd best attend to your pots and pans, eh?
Okay, we got the tea.
Yeah, we could just offer that around as a why not thing. And look, we could finally go in the living room.
That seems to be a thing in these Telltale games where you kind of revisit locations, that there's always something locked in the first part that you finally open in the later parts.
Mr. Wallace, I'd like a word with you if you please.
Okay, the dogs are pestering the Officer Dibbins.
For some tea, Constable.
Constable
The
Dibbins.
law can't stop for a cuppa, much as the law might like to.
It's Constable Dibbins, my friend.
Gromit won't mind if I borrow this.
I always thought Gromit's knitting pins looked like really chunky.
Oh, I say, Gromit never reacts like that.
Watch your fingers. They don't like anyone touching the toy.
Okay.
Yeah, this thing's pretty cool.
What the heck? Oh! Ah, it's a cotton candy machine. I was wondering, like, is that like a cement mixer? Kind of looked like it.
Be in working order. Enjoying your stay at West Wallaby Street Waterworld, Constable?
I'm this close to having your establishment shut down.
Shut down?
Even on holiday,
You
he's
heard
in
me.
uniform.
These dogs are a public nuisance and an
Yep.
health hazard and all.
Oh dear.
Went bonkers, they did. And all because I tried to clear away that
Yeah, it seems
horrible
like
little
Paneer,
toy. I don't
the
take
Major,
rude, I tell you,
and
know.
Duncan are the only ones that got dressed up for
I
holiday.
warned Felicity Flit and all.
But I do like
And now
Wallace
she
having
must
a
face the
new
full force of the
uniform.
law.
Looks nice.
I'm issuing a
It's like,
formal
a
caution for the
busboy
disruption
uniform.
of lawful quietude. It's the third I've had to write today.
The third?
Aye, the first two got eaten. Give this one to Miss Flit and tell her to remove her animals or I'll be forced to shut the place down.
Well, before we do that, we're gonna have to make her unrecognizable to the dogs. But before we do that, let's go cheer up Miss Flynn. Miss Gamalier. Mrs.
Bevy
Gamalier.
of Rollies. To think of all the trouble I went through to get just one.
Oh, I wonder what the hell he's talking about. And oh yeah, umbrellas. Beauty at the beach.
Even Hanu doesn't like to see an old lady cry.
Wow, she's really having a miserable time.
That's because Duncan keeps bullying her. I know,
They have a
maybe
water slide. Oh boy.
that leads from the bedroom all the way to the basement.
Not her cup of tea, I'm afraid. Anything I can do for you, Mrs. Gabberley? Oh dear.
Oh, what a mess I am! But it's me own fault for letting that mangy McBiscuit get under me skin. Why should I care what he says? As me mum taught me,
Ma'am?
sticks and stones will break your bones, but silly names can never hurt you.
That's actually not a good lesson.
Here comes trouble! You big fat pudding!
Big fat pudding? No, oh, it's true enough, I know it. I'm out of shape for a beach holiday. Perhaps I should just get me refund and go home.
Oh no.
That's kind of you, but it's no good. I can't be talked out of a mood like this, can I?
Oh, well,
It's not just me, is it? What do
Were my
you
eyes
think
deceiving
of
me, or did
Duncan
Wallace have
McBiscuit?
like two facial expressions on at the same time?
Kinda. So she asked me what I think of Duncan McBiscuit. And your options are on the table, because Wallace can't talk for himself.
that's a
He's a-
stinky cheese.
Ah, he's a reet stinky cheese, he is. Glad you agree.
That's
Oh,
slightly better.
you're a reet good listener, you are, Wallace. He happened to maybe knocking on. Too old for a beach holiday, that's for sure.
Too old for a beach holiday. What do you reckon?
Is it the flower or, I don't know what else?
Yep,
Fresh as a daisy.
correct.
Oh, I don't know about that.
This is so
It's
weird.
ever so
I
kind of
don't
you to
remember
say
this
so.
part of Wallace's personality where he literally just says the
Glad
things
you're here,
he
Wallace.
sees.
I should count me blessings. At least me new
I can't have much of a brain like his
That's
head's really thin
something, isn't
at the
it?
top.
At least my new hat fits. That's one I don't really remember too well. It's sure.
And I talked over it, sorry.
No, she said at least my new hat fits. I think it's either the knife or the book. Sharp.
Sharp as a knife.
I can't say as I understand you, Wallace.
Darn it. And her mood gets slightly worse when he gets wrong.
You're in a right mess, you are, Winnie Gabberley, and no mistake. What to do? What to do?
Teacup?
There's nothing like a cup of tea.
Aye, that's right. A strong cuppa cures most ills.
Nice.
I'm feeling a bit better now. I'd go home to Mr. Gabberley, but there's no point. Won't get no sympathy from him indoors, will I?
Health food.
I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean.
Darn it. Her mood just...
Oh, what do I know? I'm going soft in the head, aren't I?
Okay, this one was obvious.
Sharp as a knife.
Well, now, that's kind of you to say so, Wallace.
Eventually it does loop, just so you know.
You're an exemplary host, Wallace.
You just need to get three in a row.
No,
Three right in a row.
I'm a making
Well,
sense.
kinda.
Do you catch my drift?
Do I catch your drift, huh?
Yeah, the glass.
Clear as glass.
Well, that's good anyway. At least I'm not just talking to myself.
Alright, come
You
on.
know what?
Going for 3?
Winnie Gabberley's had enough of feeling sorry for herself.
You could...
So,
You had to...
what if I'm a bit like a pudding? I've tangled with giant bees, I have.
She has.
I can take care of bullying McBiscuit any day. Thank you, Wallace. You've a right kindly way with words, you have.
You could tell your progress by her posture.
I'll be fine
Hope you
now.
Oh,
pick
yeah.
that up.
Reckon I'll finish my story.
Hey! Hey there, you big fat...
Shut your trap, you tartan tearaway, or I'll box your ears. I do like a good book.
No need for a refund then.
Oh no.
I actually quite
I'm
like a
as
good book
happy
myself.
as Larry me.
You read Beauty and the
Oh,
Beach.
Another happy camper.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean-
check mark would have been fine. Whew, that was fun.
Actually, the paperback trash is actually pretty fun to read.
Care for a warmer upper?
Get pouring.
No reason to do that. I was just being gentleman-y. Gotta say, this game makes me thirsty.
Do you like tea?
Yes, I do, actually.
Ah. I have a particular tea I like, which is
Lipton?
I don't know. Do you have it over there? It's called Russian Earl Grey.
I don't know. They got tea shops with a bunch of random stuff in it.
Yeah.
I just stick to Lipton, personally.
Mr. McBiscuit, may I, have a word?
No, you may not.
Later then.
I gotta say, I would really like to...
The infrastructure's getting a lot of wear and tear.
What do you expect? It's a mattress. It's not meant to be jumped on. Despite all our childhood.
Very fashionable.
All right, there.
That's one thing.
Very fashionable.
Yeah, that's one thing.
Can we take the spring?
I don't
Yes,
know.
we can.
Trouble springs eternal, it seems.
Oh no, he just pushed it back in.
It's not... whatever.
Gloomy out there.
You must be this tall to ride to slide.
Safety first.
Let's push the fun button. I like the fun button.
All in working order.
I like the fun button. I don't know about you, but I like it. Alright. We'll come back to this later.
We need a
Well, for now, let's go hear Major Crumb's story properly.
Yeah, we can give him the cup of tea, but we're still
No, we got those. There was 3
We do.
pieces.
Right.
One of those was the birds. Don't you remember this?
Oh yeah, that yeah.
Any
It didn't kind of
interest in
register
this?
for me that you picked those up
Just like
for some
the
reason.
great boulders of the Aqaba Desert.
Another. Oh yeah, because the other one's yellow. The 2 other ones are yellow.
No,
Okay.
one of them's orange.
May I offer you a spot of tea, Major?
Of course, sharpens the wits.
Man, that's fancy pouring. Alright, he's got all he's need. Let's offer tea to the others to be polite. I mean, what kind of jerk would offer tea to only a select few people that benefit him?
Care for some tea, Mr. Panea?
No, thank you, Wallace. I'm too busy for tea.
I've never heard of such
Hello there.
nonsense. Who the heck is too busy for tea? No, not that.
Yep. Well, I was just saying, like Russian Earl Grey is basically like it's basically just Earl Grey, but it also has
No
like
tea for me, thank you.
lemon,
Makes me...
I guess essence.
Tea
I
makes her...
doubt that they put
wait,
real lemon in it. Yeah, sorry.
tea makes her windy. You know what that means?
You're in luck, my
It doesn't
boy.
do that for me.
I'm just about to reenact the
I don't know what kind of tea you're drinking.
You know the story. Sir Lawrence
Oh boy.
covered under massive red boulders. Just like this. Vultures circled the sky, crying out.
Vultures are sounded a lot like seagulls.
Just like this, our Lawrence, cool as a cabbage, took tea. Just like this. Lawrence was taking tea and about to dunk his digestive when suddenly 10,000 howling Ottoman soldiers charged the fortress. Tea was ruined, obviously. But did Lawrence of Olivier give up? Never! He took his rifle and levered the great red boulders down the dunes, rolling them straight into the enemy horde. With the invaders in disarray, Lawrence, armed only with his bayonet and still desperate for cover, counterattacked. He took them on one by one until he achieved total and complete victory!
Is Bayonetta really spelled like that? I thought that there was a TE at the end of it. I gotta check that later.
Bayonetta?
No, Bayonet.
I don't know. What'd you think of his story?
Yeah. It was a fine story.
I'll
Yes.
just tidy this up.
Well, sounds like he got lucky, really. I didn't know boulders came in red.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Okay, I know we're supposed to sneak it into the sandcastle somehow.
Enjoying
No.
your stay?
Not until my castle is complete.
The
Have a look.
trouble isn't
Almost
sneaking it
done.
in, the trouble is
As you can
guessing
see,
game.
I've rearranged everything.
Because Duncan
It's
doesn't
even
stomp the same
better
one
than
every
before.
time.
I
Oh, he
see.
doesn't.
No.
Interesting.
So, basically, we got a 1 in 4 shot.
That's the royal court where the king holds sumptuous banquets for all his royal chums. That's the Tower of Groceries where the heroic young shopkeeper sells top quality produce.
Oh, he
Impressive
changed it up.
architecture, don't you think?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Duncan will stomp whichever one he puts his little symbol on, and I guess that was the hint as to which one.
Hey, this little fella might enhance your sandcastle.
A knight to defend the castle, eh? Why not? It couldn't hurt.
Oh boy, that's gonna smart when he steps on it.
There.
Yay, we got it right.
Mark of
Okay.
finest quality produce. I can't wait to show
In
Miss
theory, you could
I'm
just, you
sure
could just
she can't
take a
wait to
1 in 4
see.
guess,
Oh,
but
no.
it's better to use the hint system.
Oh, my boot, my poor tender boot. It was a blasted sand trap. Oh, ow, ow, ow.
Sand trap.
Well then, should be able to work in peace now, I reckon.
Oh, well.
Now I get the feeling he's not a real Scotsman. He didn't even say bunions.
The fact that he said foot.
Yeah.
He said a boot earlier.
Now for the finishing touch. The defender of the kingdom.
However do you manage such lovely creations, Mr. Paneer?
It's a knack, Miss Flit. If I hadn't made it into grocer school, I might have been an engineer. But of course, groceries are my first love.
Ah, anything else I can assist with?
No, thank you, Mr. Wallace. You may consider me a happy camper and most satisfied customer.
We do aim to please.
Okay, now I'm curious how we're gonna deal with the dog situation with Dibbins. Although the rest of it seems kind of obvious.
Well, thing is, we give her the ticket, she'll go up there, and the dogs will behave whenever they see her. That's why we gotta make her unrecognizable, just like the person.
Okay.
Remember,
So
she said, "Even my
That's
babies."
my next new look. Isn't it exciting? Can you picture me in a get-up like this?
I'm not sure that I can.
That's the idea. I'll be unrecognizable.
There's your hint. I actually have the hint system turned off. Let's give her
Would you
these.
like these sunglasses?
Oh, wonderful, Mr. Wallace. Very stylish. I'll use these for my new look. It's
Luke.
going to be such fun. I have the glasses. I just need the scarf.
I don't mean to, I'm not trying to make fun of them. It's just kind of fun to say their pronunciations.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't really been listening to the accents too much, except for the
Really?
the Scottish one.
In the first episode, you couldn't stop imitating them.
No, I was saying that I'm trying to like pinpoint the region of the UK where she's from, because you know there's different types of English. It's not just British English.
You see? That's how you take a picture.
Well, that's appropriate. Dial a destination. So it changes, huh? Ooh, interesting.
Personally, I would have come just to play with that.
Oh, bouncy.
Got a beach ball.
That's interesting. Okay, what else? What else?
We
Oh,
need-
it's just these.
Ah, there
Oh.
it is.
Ah, the Greek flag. Okay.
This needs ironing, it does.
Is it?
Did you know that Greece's name actually isn't Greece, the country?
No, I didn't actually.
Yeah, its official name is the Hellenic Republic, which is kind of interesting.
But look, more people took pictures.
Ah, yeah.
Ah, the architect and beachcomber. Rather.
I don't remember him combing the beach.
So myself. Big fella. She's scot-free now. A man
Oh,
major,
scot-free.
Except when he's resting, of course.
Ha. Oh, come on, you thought it was funny. You want to see, okay, we could give her the look first, or you could see the rejected method first. It's up to you.
Well, let's try the rejected then.
Okay. But only because you asked so nicely. Whoa! I gotta say, I kind of want to go on that water slide.
Hello again.
I know you're allergic to fun, but I think it's fun.
Constable Dibbins has requested...
Constable Dibbins is mistaken. Hoochie Woo and Tinky Wee would never misbehave.
They did seem a touch rambunctious.
Oh, very well. Let's get this over with.
Behave, or I'll have you banged up in the kennels. Ah, that's more like it.
What's this nonsense about my doggies?
Ah, there you are, Miss Flit. Your doggies are causing a breach of the peace. They're behaving like, well, like animals.
How could you say such a thing?
Only telling it like it is.
Disturbing the peace, are they?
Well, they were until you came in.
Constable, if I ever see my doggies behaving badly, I shall reprimand them myself, believe me. But just look at them. They're as sweet and innocent as pink icing sugar. But why don't you find some other tiny, defenseless creatures to harass and leave my babies alone?
Babies? Hooligans, more like.
Oh boy. Whoa, how did we end up back here?
We followed Miss Flynn.
I didn't see Wallace following him. Actually, I keep saying Wallace like that. Wallace is actually a very, very Scottish name.
Well...
An Englishman with a Scottish-sounding name living in a street named after a kangaroo.
Hello.
There's a whole bunch of different things getting meshed together here.
Any interest
So is
in
that
this?
Oh, thank
Is
you,
that
Mr.
literally it?
Wallace. What a lovely scarf.
Actually, it's
Such vibrant colour and such a pretty pattern. It's perfect for my new look. My new look is complete. Just a moment.
Oh, that was easy.
You're in for a surprise. Ta-da! What do you think, Wallace? Am I not mysterious?
Quite mysterious, yes.
Oh, where's Felicity? Where did Miss Flit go?
Oh boy.
Here I am.
I was honestly expecting her appearance to change a little bit more.
Do have fun, Wallace, don't we?
Well, you know, them softies think they do these little things and they're just so bad.
Alright.
Constable Dibbins was wondering...
Again? Oh, let's get this over with.
Threatening behaviour towards an officer of the law, that's a serious offence, that is. Don't think I won't lock you up, because I will. This is your final warning.
Oh, gee, whoa! Take it away! How could you behave like this? Mummy is very disappointed. Very, very disappointed. And what?
Oh, they look really creepy.
Precious cupcakes like that.
Cupcakes?
My darlings, did the bad man upset you? Don't be scared. Mummy's here now. How about a little dressing up game to make it all better? Do you want to play dress up? Oh, yes you do. Yes you do. Oh, come along, my sweets.
Oh gosh.
She's lucky I didn't throw those mutts in the kennels. Hour this close, hour. You can only push PC Ernest Dibbins so far.
He's
I
PC.
hope your holiday is proceeding in a satisfactory manner, Constable.
Satisfactory? Yes. Yes, indeed.
PC.
Everything appears
I guess
to
that
be
means
quite
police
satisfactory,
constable.
peaceful, and in order.
Or is it
Thank
peace
you,
constable,
Wallace.
actually?
Champion,
I don't know.
we're getting there.
I'm not sure. I thought.
Yeah,
it meant,
not me neither.
I thought
Yeah.
it meant politically correct.
Or personal computer.
Well, that's what PC means nowadays, is politically correct. I don't know if you watch South Park.
Not really. I'm not sure if it airs over here.
Yeah, but you have a computer.
I don't watch too much TV, honestly.
Yeah, but you have
You know what's a weird? You know what's a weird show that I've gotten kind of hooked on? It's air crash investigation.
We strive to satisfy.
I don't know why. I just find it very
To ask, Mr. Wallace.
interesting when they like
I'm having a wonderful
investigate
time.
plane
All
crashes.
this drama swirling around me. But
The
I'm
reenactments are
an
kind of
oasis
sometimes kind of
of
cheesy
calm
though.
In the hurly-burly of holiday madness.
Oh, glad to hear it.
Yeah, that one was a giveaway we just
I
forgot to
think
do.
I'm getting the hang of this.
Okay, I'm wondering what the final twist is going to be for this
At
episode.
last, a house full of satisfied customers, just as I
didn't-
predicted.
Well, I'll give you a
I'd
hint.
best tell Gromit to lay the table.
It's a dark, stormy night. Everyone is gathered around the dinner table. What usually happens?
Hounds of Horror. Is this going to turn into a whodunit?
Must compliment our host. I've had a cracking holiday.
Oh, thank goodness for that. It was a near thing, though, wasn't
Wow,
it?
that hair.
Ooh, smell those
I haven't really
fish.
thought about it, but yeah, it still looks really
Superior
questionable.
cow here in the offices, Mayor Swan.
The
Oh, she left her
tableware doesn't
husband
seem
at
to be in
home.
breach of any health and
Yep.
safety
Didn't even-
regulations.
I didn't even question it.
Enforcement's the key, of course.
You smell like heaven, lassie. Did you buy a new perfume for our date?
Oh, really, Duncan? That's just the flower in my hair. And I'm not sure I'd call it a date.
Before we tuck in, on behalf of the management, that is, Gromit and me,
Eh,
I'd like to welcome you all to our new venture. West Wallaby Street Water World, the only holiday destination with its own all-weather seaside in the cellar basement
A
beach
few
attraction.
words to say myself. Raise your glasses. Raise them, I said. To a great day with a great lass. The sweetest sights I ever smelled. That's right. I'm talking about. Hey! Who turned out the... Ah, what's all this?
Right there!
Lincoln Nora,
Did
this
you
is a
see
rock
that?
do.
That
Damn right,
gentleman
they
that was
all
right
like
there.
it.
Big as
Right
life.
from a
Steady up
biscuit
and vanish.
I'm a
Sit it with me.
That doesn't sound very pleasant when they're all talking on top of each other.
I must insist on calm. This is not rocket stuff. Quiet!
Whatever's happening to me?
Did the dogs kidnap him?
Well, yeah. And you guessed right, by the way.
Help me!
Wow, they're evil little dogs.
Somebody!
And you were right, it did turn into a whodunit. We're Gromit again.
Is someone there? Help me! I can't move!
How much sand did they get from those bags?
A lot.
Well, better start digging.
Enough to bury a Scotsman, apparently.
Whoever you are, I was this close to taking my last breath.
You found me just in time.
I don't know about that.
I've located the victim. Mr. McBiscuit has sustained a nasty knock to the noggin and don't remember naught about it. Happily, he will recover.
Nout?
However,
Nout
aggravated
means
thumping
nothing.
is a serious offence.
I
And
had
I've
that
no choice but
Oh,
to treat
God.
every one of you as
I had that
suspects.
translated.
Thumping.
Outrageous. But I never touched him.
Suspects?
Until our thumper is caught, nobody leaves this house. Nobody comes in, and
God,
nobody goes
Thumper.
out. Not till I know
We're
the
looking
person
for a
who
bleeding
done it.
rabbit.
I know who did it. Spies from abroad.
I remember that's the name of the rabbit in Dandy.
Thank you, Major. That's enough of your
But you know what?
do-rally
That
chatter for
also
now.
reminds me,
Only cold hard
reminds me
facts
of-
can solve this mystery.
Solve this mystery?
That's right. By the book. You know, burden of innocence and proof of purchase and all that. That's how real investigations. Now, what's that contraption?
My latest prototype, Constable. The Deductomatic Mystery Solver.
Deductomatic? Is that what's been taking money out of my savings account?
Oh no, Mrs. Gabberly. The Deductomatic harnesses unused brain power to solve mysteries.
Oh my god,
If
I
you're
love this.
pointing the finger, Wallace, any accusation must be backed up by hard fact and proven according to the law.
Well, that is, it should be working.
Oh yeah, that was the thing. Like last time, I was a little puzzled by Dibbin's accent. I wasn't plugged in. Shiny.
Aha, I've got it.
All right then. Tell us, Wallace, who thumped Duncan McBiscuit?
Who done it? Who done it? Oh, that
Keep-
can't be right.
Keeper Harry.
Waiting.
Chipper.
Just a moment. Any idea who done it, lad? You wouldn't mind pointing him out, would you?
Okay, this is pretty obvious who did it, but if you point at a few other people, you can get some funny dialogue.
Yeah. But you know what that Thumper thing also reminded me of?
What?
Did you ever watch me and Kaiser play Gabriel Knight 3?
The fan did it.
Oh,
The fan?
no Duncan away.
I'm not a fan of this theory, Wallace.
The Deductomatic may need a bit more warm-up time.
Would you like
Yeah,
to
so did you
reconsider
watch
your
that?
accusation?
Let's play.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, that one I didn't know. But let's get something. Let's
I was just reminded that in that game there was the seismic survey machine, which Wilkes the Australian referred to as his real big thumper. So that's
So who do you want to point the ear at?
Well, what do we got?
Take note, if you pick the dogs, then it'll progress and we can't do this again.
How about the Major? Let's try that.
Major Crumb.
Yep.
Okay. If I could get around that flower pot.
You have to go the long way.
Oh yeah.
It was Major Crumb.
Nonsense! It was spies from abroad.
The Major had no cause to thump Duncan.
Unless the Major was confused. Perhaps he mistook Mr. McBiscuit for one of those spies of his.
Mistake a 20-stone Scot for a native of the South Seas? Have you lost your mind, Constable?
The Deductomatic may need
How
a
much is
bit
20
more
stone anyway?
warm-up time.
Would you like to
I
reconsider
don't
your
know.
accusation?
I'm gonna
We don't. I thought the Americans still used the imperial system.
We use pounds, not stone, thank you.
Yeah. I have no idea what stone is either.
This one will be funny.
Dibbins.
It was Constable Dibbins.
That's an outrageous slur.
But you were sitting just by Duncan, weren't you?
Aye. And the police truncheon were invented for thumping, weren't it?
Now you're in a pickle, Constable.
I'm completely innocent. I didn't do it. It's a logical impossibility, and you can't argue with logical impossibilities.
I can argue the iron legs off a donkey, Mr. Gabberly says. Logic has naught to do with it.
Wallace, I'm sure you didn't mean to accuse me.
Oh, are they saying
did you?
not? And they're just spelling it funny. Okay, now I get it.
Would you like to reconsider
I was
your
like, what the
accusation?
hell is Nout? N-O-W-T, but it's not N-O-U-G-H-T.
Actually, I asked the female red what nout means once. She said it was a particular way of saying nothing done in some areas of the country.
Yeah, that's what not is.
Here, you might like this one. This is how slow Wallace is.
It was, me?
Ah, so you confess?
Oh! I pray you didn't attack Duncan because of me.
Come off it. Wallace wouldn't hurt a fly.
Dunking someone would be right out of character.
Don't throw your life away, dear Wallace. It's not worth it. A lifetime in prison.
The Deducto-Matic may need a bit more warm-up time.
Okay,
Would you like to
should we now pick the
reconsider your
dogs?
accusation?
You don't want to hear the other three?
Oh, yes.
Well, okay, go ahead.
It was Mr. Paneer.
Just a minute. You must be off your trolley, Wallace.
Do you wish to confess, Mr. Paneer?
Of course I do. I mean, I don't. I don't. It didn't thump no one, I mean.
But you did have a motive. You resented Mr. McBiscuit for vandalising your sandcastle.
That's enough. It's obvious Mr. Paneer ain't guilty. He were holding me hand the whole time. That's right. Soon as the lights went out, he clutched me hand with a grip like a buzzard. I tried to shake him off, but he wouldn't let go till the dark lifted. He were right here beside me the whole time.
Is that true, Mr. Paneer? Then it seems you have a cast-iron alibi, which clears you of the accusation.
The Deducto-Matic may need a bit more warm.
Would you like to...
Oh,
That one was kind of funny.
it was Mrs. Gabberly.
Ooh, how could you say that?
I'll ask the questions. Duncan McBiscuit did insult you, did he not, Mrs. Gabberly?
Aye, happen.
And that made you angry, did it not?
Aye, happen.
So, you were insulted and angry.
Just said so, didn't I?
Insulted and angry enough to kill.
Don't be daft. No one's been killed. He took a clout at noggin, that's all.
You seem to know all about it, Mrs. Gabberly. How come?
Wait, I can say for certain that Mrs. Gabberly is not the thumper. When the lights went out, I took Vinnie's hand. I didn't want her to feel frightened, and she stayed right there beside me till the lights came back on.
That's right.
You're a lucky woman, Mrs. Gabberly. Seems you have what we in the business call...
Yeah, Dibbins is clearly supposed to have a North
No
English
accusation
accent.
can survive in the face of a
He
strong
keeps saying
alibi.
looky, and also he rolls his R's.
May need a bit more warm-up time.
Would you like...
Oh,
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
think...
one more left. Yeah.
Oh, come on, you're enjoying these.
it was Felicity Flit.
Wallace!
Is that true, Miss Flit?
Of course not. Why would I hurt poor Duncan?
Rumour has it Miss Flit and Mr. McBiscuit are old friends.
More than friends, I'd wager.
Duncan is just a friend. Just like Wallace is a friend. Hmm, at least I thought he was. Perhaps I was mistaken.
The Deducto-Matic may need...
Would you...
Oh,
Skipping those because I'm sick of hearing it. Anyway, let's get back to the main game.
it was Poogie Woo and Tinky Wee.
Two wee pups laying Duncan low. That's daft, that is.
Aye, silly that.
The very idea of accusing my dear doggies. How absurd!
Aye, quite absurd. Absurd, eh? Nothing is absurd before the law.
Here we go.
It is the absurd claims the law takes most seriously.
No, it's
For
not.
If the absurd cannot expect justice and a fair hearing, then who among us can?
He's got a point.
We must treat this accusation according to
He
the
does.
law. The law requires proof. Proof requires... hold on. Proof requires three things. First, the motive. Why
Oh, yeah.
did the suspect
The
stump
adventure
Duncan
game,
McBiscuit?
rule of three.
Second, the weapon. What was he thumped with? Third, a witness. Who can collaborate, corroborate, back up your accusation? Do you have a motive, a weapon, and a witness, Mr. Wallace?
I'll just recalibrate the inference-ometers. There we are.
What
Yeah.
will it be? Motive, weapon, or witness?
Where to begin?
Well, this got interesting.
That's his recalibration, by the way. He put labels on it.
That's the one.
What's the one?
Motive. I've solved the motive.
Excellent. Tell us why Wadgy Podge and Tinky Pink thumped Duncan McBiscuit. Well, out with it, man.
Just a moment.
I would even
Can you
put
spare
that on the
a notebook,
wheel.
lad? If you've got one, give it here.
Actually, I think I'm just gonna unplug this.
Oh, it was working.
All right, that's enough of that. Everyone can go about their normal business, but remember, nobody leaves the house until the mystery is solved.
Oh, it's not a closed room mystery.
Once I have the deductomatic properly calibrated, this case will be elementary, dear Gromit, elementary. In the meantime, why don't you, sniff up some clues for the deductomatic to process, eh, lad? You might start with the constable then. I expect he's got some juicy leads.
I've got the suspects right where I want them, written down on the official constabulary notepad. I'll crack the case with this, I will.
I have a feeling back at the office he is not Mr. Popular.
Okay. Hey, can we take a break? Bathroom break.
Yep, we'll call that as the next part 3 then. And...
Right.
break!